Hey guys, it's Joey. Just got back from the theater, just saw Aquaman, Arthur Curry's first solo film. We haven't really gotten to see much of Jason Momoa's Aquaman until now. I gotta say, the film is pretty fun for the most part. Obviously, there's a lot that, it kind of suffers from a lot of the same things the other DC films do. There's maybe too much exposition or not enough, or maybe the pacing's off and the cutting seems a little choppy. But if you can look past that stuff, then I think you'll have a really good time at the theater watching this movie. It is a lot of fun. It's very quick. It's very beautiful. There's a lot of heavy players in this film as well. I honestly did not know much about what this movie was going to be. I kind of was exhausted with sort of talking about the other DC films and sort of rooting for them and them not doing well, and so I kind of reserved I wanted to go into watching Aquaman as blind and ignorant of what the movie was about as I could, and I did. And I gotta say, I enjoyed it. I think there were some things that were sort of just very normal or very average about the film. Jason Momoa was great. Amber Heard was great. Nicole Kidman was great. The cast was superb. I hope we do get to see more of these characters in the future. Spoilers, but they do set up for a sequel to happen, or some sort of sequel in that universe, whether it be a Black Manta movie, I don't know, or just another Aquaman movie, or have it kind of roll into another Justice League if that ever happens at this point, because who knows. But it felt like a couple different movies in one. There's like this is underwater like action adventure movie, and then there's like this whole sort of Indiana Jones vibe to one part, and then kind of combines a lot of aspects from a lot of movies you've already seen, which can be off-putting to people. You could sort of figure out what direction this movie is going in just within the first sort of half hour. You could almost write it yourself. But that doesn't necessarily take away from it. Like I said, it's a very fun movie. I like seeing Jason Momoa's Aquaman. There's this very very intense Lovecraftian element to the film, which I did not anticipate. I've never associated Aquaman with Lovecraft, but from one of the first shots, there's a shot in Aquaman's father's house where it's like a snow globe, I think, and then underneath you see sort of an H.P. Lovecraft book. And Lovecraft is obviously a big influence on how they sort of played out all these underground like a lot of the way the underground creatures are designed, and the sort of hunt for the trident, the royal trident. So that part of the movie was that's what took me off guard. I didn't expect all this Lovecraftian inspiration in an Aquaman movie. But it is, it is not the Aquaman we've seen in sort of Justice League and other forms before. This is Jason Momoa's sort of almost like hard rock Aquaman. So it was cool to see sort of almost gothic elements, like beautiful, but like a lot of gothic, dark, almost baroque kind of elements to near the end of the film. The beginning of the film is very bright and fun, but then towards the end, just that dark vibe comes in, and whoever did, the team that did the special effects, and whoever decided to bring in a lot of Lovecraftian elements to these films, that was a good move, because it was probably one of the best aspects of the movie, period. It's just that towards the end, when they go searching for the trident, towards the end of that quest is, I think, excellent. They did something weird with it, or something sort of, I don't know if weird's the right word, but something a little atypical, or they went in a direction that I didn't expect by having these kind of creatures in this film, these sort of Lovecraftian creatures. And there's like sort of a lot of literary references here and there in the film. Some people would say that's sort of pandering. They think it sort of makes it a little bit highbrow if they mention like Jules Verne or Lovecraft, but I think it brings it into a whole new kind of light at least for me, a whole new universe to pull inspiration from. So I really like seeing that in these films. And, I genuinely enjoyed it. I'm curious to see what you guys think. The fate of the DC cinematic universe is kind of in a weird place right now. It seems like it might be going away. I mean, we have Shazam coming out still. We have Wonder Woman 84, but then after that, it kind of gets blurry. And there's a lot going on with DC Universe, the streaming service. So I don't know what's going on with the movies. Are they going to sort of, kind of put a stop to it? Are they going to continue? Or are they going to kind of retcon or rework the timeline or something? I don't know. We'll see. But I would like to see Jason Momoa as Aquaman again and see that world and that story flushed out. I love that we got a lot of Amber Heard as Mira. She was great. She was like perfect. I'd like to see her grow into the role of Queen and be a little bit more, sturdy and powerful. As I just know Mira to be from watching the series and reading the comic book. She's just sort of very, very stern, strong, but also kind and whatnot. So it'd be cool to see the evolution of Mira as well. Anyway, before I could go on forever about it, but I'm curious to see what you guys think. If you liked Aquaman or if you didn't like it, let me know in the comments. Tell me why. Tell me, what it meant to you. What did it do for you? Did it not do anything for you? Are you excited for the future of the DC cinematic universe after watching it? Let me know. And if you like this video, subscribe. And I have videos about Batman vs. Superman, Justice League, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, if you want to go watch one of those as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall catch you later. See ya.